Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me again. This time we'll be making an easy chocolate Swiss roll cake. And you may think this is not for me, but try it and trust me, you will enjoy it for sure. We simply have 3 steps to the cake batter. Starting with the chocolate slurry, we will be using cocoa powder, some fresh cream, and also room temperature water. We will simply combine all of these ingredients to make a smooth slurry. Keeping that aside, let's start with the wet ingredients of the cake batter. What we have here is unsalted butter, which we will be melting over the double boiler, room temperature milkmaid, and a 1/4 teaspoon of Belgian chocolate essence. We will first take in the unsalted butter, which has been melted over a double boiler. Into that we'll be adding the milkmaid, which is also at room temperature. Make sure it is not cold, as we do not want our butter to seize. Whisk the two together thoroughly. Here we will add in a 1/4 teaspoon of the Belgian chocolate essence and whisk that as well. Add in the chocolate slurry that we had kept aside earlier and whisk it together. Now taking in the dry ingredients, that is the flour, the baking powder and the baking soda. We will sieve them together, making sure that the baking powder and the baking soda is combined well. This will help make the cake light and fluffy. Now taking the wet ingredients, the dry ingredients, and also 1/2 cup of milk, we are going to combine this all together to make the cake batter. Starting with some milk, we are going to take 1/2 portion of the milk, whisk it well, take in 1/2 the quantity of the dry ingredients. Now, holding the whisk upright like in the electric beater, we are going to start whisking from the center to the out, making sure all the dry ingredients have been incorporated. Once again, we add in the rest of the dry ingredients and we whisk it just like we did earlier, starting from the center to the out. It is important to notice that we are whisking the batter only in one direction. We do not whisk it to and fro. Add in some more milk and whisk it to combine. Finally, adding in the rest of the milk, we are going to combine the batter with the help of a spatula. And this is exactly what we are looking for. Bring in your tray, which is 12 by 10 inches, and line it with a parchment paper, just like I've shown. Pour in your batter onto the parchment paper. With the help of a spatula, spread the batter onto the corners of the tray and spread it evenly. Tap the tray lightly and bake it at 170 degrees Celsius for just about 8 minutes. Make sure you do not overbake it. Once the cake is ready, bring it out onto the wire rack and dust it with some icing sugar. This will help to moisten the cake and keep it soft. Next, we will take a clean kitchen towel, place it on the cake, and using a board which is just as big as the baking tray, flip it over. Now gently remove the baking tray. Knowing that our cake is still warm, we have to be very gentle on trying to remove the butter paper. Lightly dust the icing sugar on this side as well. Taking another kitchen napkin and using the baking tray, we will flip it once again. Now using the edge of the kitchen napkin, we will lightly roll the cake just like I have shown. Make sure to be gentle as the cake is still warm and we do not want any cracks. Also ensure we do not want a very tight roll, so gently take a guiding line and roll the cake lightly. We have left the sides open for the cake to cool down. We shall keep this aside for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once the cake has almost come to room temperature, we will unroll slowly, being careful not to create any more cracks than there are already. Now with the help of a piping bag, we are going to pipe the cream onto the cake, starting with the edge, making sure it is an even layer. Using the spatula, we will spread the cream evenly, leaving out the edge of the cake, just to make sure we do not want the cream to ooze out when we roll. Now gently roll the cake as I have shown. At this point, we will keep the cling wrap ready, wherein we'll take our roll, place it on that and tightly wrap it, just exactly as I have shown. Place the log on a tray and refrigerate for about 20 to 30 minutes. And the few little cracks that you might notice, we will be covering it with a chocolate ganache. Once your roll is out of the fridge, we will unwrap and place it on the wire rack to coat it with the chocolate ganache. Now here we need to ensure that we work with the chocolate ganache quickly. The reason being that the cake is cold and the chocolate ganache is room temperature. Once the ganache comes in contact with the cold cake, it may not be easy to spread it evenly. And here we are, ready with our chocolate Swiss roll cake. Isn't she a beauty? Let's slice in. So soft and so creamy. Can't help but going in for seconds. And the chocolate ganache glaze gives it a perfect look for an evening tea party that you might want to host for your friends and impress them. Do give it a try and let me know in the comments below. And if at all you find yourself getting stuck at any point, do pop in a query and I will surely help you out. Thank you for watching and please do subscribe for more such videos.